Okie dokie.
Killer instinct. Killer instinct. Only on Nintendo Ultra 64.
I'll do my best.
I wanna be the very best.
Which Johto starter are you choosing? Chikorita? Cyndaquil? Totodile? How do you pronounce that? Totodile? Totodile? How do you pronounce that? Totodile? Cyndaquil? Totodile? Cyndaquil? Chikorita? Which Johto starter are you choosing?
Wake up, Link.
Excuse me, princess.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Watch out! Watch out!
Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. I'm on, right? Yeah, all right, good. Second day in a row. I'm like, wait, mic's working, right? It's been a lot of technical difficulties around here. How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. A little bonus stream today. Or maybe a rain check? I don't know. I streamed yesterday. We got a couple hours out of it, but I was feeling really crummy, so yeah, I cut it a little bit short after a couple hours, but yeah, really wanted to get back into this game, so I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for joining. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Let me catch my breath. Welcome to the Legend of Bowl. All right, I'm doing a mostly blind playthrough. I'm going and grabbing some pictures and GIFs and stuff sometimes. We have found the third character, but I guess you could say he hasn't found us. He hasn't found the other characters yet. It's really sweet how this is playing out. I'm loving this. I had even mentioned like, oh man, because I was walking around the town of Threed and I couldn't find the third character who, you know, from the instruction booklet or whatever I forget the strategy guide, whatever that they I forget the official name for it, but yeah, that 135-page guide that they package with the North American version of this game. You know their names and stuff. He's Jeff. We don't have Jeff yet. Instead, we were able to talk to him telepathically. I don't know what's going on, but Ness and Paula are in some sort of acute psychic distress right now. It's not looking good for our heroes, and Paula was able to connect to Jeff in the same way that she did for Ness, connecting telepathically during their sleep, and like asked him for help, like, hey, you don't know us, but head south. You know, it was blah blah blah, head south. I guess he's gonna go and meet up with them and or rescue them. So we now have control of Jeff, whose name is actually just, at this point, as far as we would know, it's just Bowl. You know, outside of the strategy guide, he's only been referred to as Bowl, which is hilarious. I'm getting really dried out. Hey, what's up, Rotes? Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. How's it going, man? Rotes requesting a story. I don't know if anything popped up. Should have. I think it did up at the top left there. Let me crank this fan down one sec. Maybe put it on rotate? I don't know. Ugh, dude. This is what I get for having the fucking window open. I got a fan blowing on me. A story from the NES or Super NES days. Well, let's see. Let me think. By the way, guys, just before I get into this, I just wanted to give a heads up. There's been some issues with the chat yesterday. There were a couple of times when someone would type something and it would not show up on my end. So, just be aware. It wouldn't even show up on the screen sometimes. But yeah, all right, let's do it. Let me think. A story from the NES, Super NES days. Tell you what, let me get into the game. I'll get one cooking for you. Okay. If I do it right on the spot, I'll come up with one of the same old ones. But let me work on one for you. Okay. Yeah. So were folks typing before that message, Rotes? Before I think it's back? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. If anybody has... Oh, okay, dude, I'm sorry. That's the first one I'm seeing. Yeah, and even on the screen here. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Hey, that... Yeah, I don't know. I want to blame the... I want to blame Restream, honestly, because... Yeah, okay, well, so other people are having trouble with it. Yeah, it was weird. For the last couple days... This monkey is ours now, I think, yeah. For the last couple of days, we, Yep, the bubble monkey joins us, yay! Oh, we didn't actually get that thing last time. Yeah, man, I missed your stream. You streamed on Saturday, you did a big one, huh? We were out of the apartment, hung out with a buddy, and then we all went dancing. Yeah, I try to catch folks' streams when I can. Yeah, it's funny because I was seeing some of the Discord later. Yeah, you know, I'd seen that you did like a shots for. I was seeing the like breakdown shots. For, I don't remember, maybe it was shots for follows. I wasn't there, you know. Maybe that's why I can't remember. Dude, awesome. Very cool. That's a whole bunch of subs. Dog wants to fight. Shouldn't that be an instant kill? The dog needs to be running away. Oh, cool. How often do you do it? I saw that. Lollapalooza. It took me a second. I remember, you know, I mean, even Lollapalooza does, you know, if you're not used to saying it, it takes a second to let that one roll off the tongue. Yeah. Lollapalooza. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it was very fruitful. It's a whole bunch of subs. Bull took a cookie. He needs a cookie right now. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. There's a guest in here right now. Sorry, let me just go back to this screen for 1 second. I totally forgot to mention this, but there is a... Hey, Tater, welcome. There's a sleeping cat, okay? She's rated P for Parvinator, but let me take that down 1 second. We've got a sleeping cat right here. Oh. Something like that. Hey, sorry I bugged you. It's a green screen chair, okay? That's about as good as it gets, which is not very good right now. It looked better earlier. Something like that. There she is. That looks good. All right. Hello, cat. How are you? How are you, Tater? Welcome, welcome. What's up? Yeah, she's... You know, she looks like she's totally passed out right now, right? But if I were to leave this seat... I think, you know, she may have crossed that point of no return for sleep, actually. I was going to say that as soon as I get out of this seat, she's going to get up and try to take it, because this is her favorite seat in the house. And we fight over this chair. You guys aren't seeing the game. I forgot to go back to it. Let's put the game back on. We fight over this chair all the time. She will snake the chair right out from under me. Sorry, I don't, you know. Snake, I mean, no, of course, no insult. But, so why don't you rest here for a short while? Have something to drink, perhaps some tea. I'll say yes. Are you feeling much better now? Good luck. All right. The tame animals have become wild. Something evil is going on. Oh, well, that's just what I needed. Got healed. Well, Lollapalooza, so we have a sub count, Rhodes. Do we have a drink count, shot count, or anything like that? Kind of curious about some of those other stats. Lost count. Oh, big old Ram. Dodge Ram. Nice. Oh yeah, I would be... I might actually die from alcohol poisoning with that much at this point in my life. I mean, you did it. It seems like you did it over the course of a little while, but yeah. All right. What should you be doing here, Bull? Why don't you? I'm afraid to spy. This gruff goat is doing 1 HP. Oh, our monkey is attacking. That's right, and sometimes scratching its head. Oh yeah, right. Well, totally. You know, yeah, you gotta have either an official cutoff point or an ability to call it at a certain point if booze is like related to the, you know, whatever's the follows, the subs, things like that. I think at a certain point it's like, yep, all right, well, that mechanism has now been fulfilled. That's maximum number of subs. Rewarded with a shot. Yeah, or just of course have a feel for it. And, 5 subs for a shot, right? So somebody probably hit you with like a good amount at once or something, and yeah, right, of course, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, that's funny. I think that's the natural response to hearing that. you know, if you're feeling charitable and you want to give and support that person, and you hear that, it's like, oh hell yeah, like it's on. Oh, yeah, I bet. I've had a beer a couple times on stream. Incidentally, I've also had a couple of my worst spills while streaming or just while in this office on the couple of occasions that I decided to have a beer. And honestly, both times it was before I was even buzzed. It was like, I was more just like, oh, I'm excited, all right, you know, we're cutting loose, it's a Friday night or whatever, you know, playing some Star Fox. Kick. I just do, you know, I don't know, kick the shelf or something. This guy... Tessie may unexpectedly be living in the woods. I personally think so. Oh, right. Someone mentioned Tessie supposedly in the, living in the lake here. If I find Tessie, do you think I'll get in the newspaper? I'm looking for my 15 minutes of fame. Hello, hello, Maxwell Labs here. Oh, hello, Bull. Would you like me to keep a record of your journey? That sounds good, yeah. We'll continue. Go for it, bad boy. All right. What a cute little monkey. Would you like a piece of gum? Maybe monkeys don't like gum. Oh, well, he came with a piece of bubble gum. You're right. We're here at Lake Tess, waiting to see Tessie. We're known as the Tessie Watching Club. Nice. Hope you guys get your Tessie. Everybody wants a little Tessie. So you've also been bitten by Tessie mania. They're all out here with their binoculars too. Just everyone's like, oh, I gotta see this fucking Tessie monster. Oh, our monkey was very excited. I'm the cook for the Tessie Watching Club. How about some stew? Can I have some more later? No, there's no need to pay me. You are a friend who I have never met before. Bull. Oh, this is Paula, I guess, right? You're a friend who I never met before. Bull. Head south. I am her. If you hear this message, go to the south. Working through the night. Bull fixed the broken spray can. After being fixed, the broken spray can became the defense spray. All right. Well, that sounds good. What happens if I don't stay there? I guess just every time we sleep, we're gonna have okay, that makes sense. We're gonna have that call from Paula. All right, looks like a daybreak and we got some wind blowing. All right, maybe I'm gonna walk just to the end of that little peninsula. Yeah, he's around these parts somewhere. I see something in the water. Time for a picture, huh?
Zelda returns to Game Boy
Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. All right, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say Fuzzy Pickles. This time with our monkey.
Donkey.
It will always bring back the fondest of memories. Where's that tutorette at? All right. Kya ki. Give me some gum now. Kaki kukeko. Kaki kukeko. Dari-do-de-do. Dari-do-de-do. I'll take care of everything. Oh. Hello. Hello, we've got Tessie. All right.
Donkey.
Calm down. Where's your test yet? We're taking a ride on our Pokemon here. This is really nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like this music too. We're sailing now. I maybe should have explored the woods a little bit more. Yeah. So, well, you know, it's always funny when there can be a big ad and they get, you know, I don't know, it's either a song you like, or sometimes you'll even learn about music through an ad, and then, you know. But yeah, it always cracks me up. There's some times when I'm like, oh man, this is not feeling that brand synergy between the I don't know. For years and years he would have, I like Led Zeppelin. I really, you know, my dad was a big 70s rock guy. I like Led Zeppelin, but what's the oh shit. Sorry, the song's on the tip of my tongue, but it's the ooh yeah, been a long time, been a long time, been a long, lonely, 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 lonely time. That song was like used for years in car commercials, and then I think it even crossed across a couple of different brands too. Like it was, you know, a couple of different cars. Yeah, man, it's just, it's also funny to right, well it's funny because it can I think I remember like music being very forward, and there being like there even being a lot of talk around Apple commercials and their you know, whatever they would do for their Apple Music commercials and stuff. And I remember that like getting so much press and just being like, what is this? Like everyone's just talking everyone's just talking about an ad right now. It's another trend is like, you know, of course, like there's timing to all this, but part of it is to expose a product via a song that may be something new for a new generation. And you can either do just you know, just like have that original song or whatever, use a version of that original song, or you get the like, you know, slow it down and get like a bad modern cover of it that's very like dramatic and slowed down. And kind of like minimalist, like heavy vocal sort of thing, you know, taking all the rock out of it, kind of. I think there's been like a couple of Nirvana songs that have had that, you know, like I've heard something like that in recent, you know, the last couple of years, and yeah, it's interesting. The interesting too to think of the aspect of marketing with like how long something stays in. Wait, so it's been a very long time since I taught, but in the short time that I taught middle school, I was mind blown that some of this, you know, like not most of the kids weren't into rock, but like a couple that were, it was so bizarre because they were all mentioning bands that were, for the most part, they were mentioning bands that were popular when I was in middle school and starting to get into like my own modern rock that, you know, whatever MTV told me to like, or what, you know, whatever, you know, so it was so weird to hear students tell me like, oh yeah, I like some rock. I'm big into Linkin Park. I you know, I like, you know, and this was already a long time ago. Those bands are still popular. A lot of new metal is getting like a second or whatever wave at this point, and it's like a big marketing sensation once again. So we've got a big pencil. We used earlier an invention to fix this thing. What was that? Oh, well, I'm guessing we don't have that now, but yeah. We can figure out the length of that. No, yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was overnight he fixed the broken spray can. Thank you. So, you know, the whole like 2-player thing on NES, right? The often breaking down as friends or siblings, games that let those two play at the same time. That was kind of rare outside of some sports games. You know, it was there, it was around. Fighting game, beat 'em up, stuff like that. Those are always great multiplayer, right? Well, I remember the original Super Mario Bros. My big sis was really into that one, and you know, it was her that there's a pretty big age difference between the two of us, and the NES was bought for her, but I come around and I start playing it pretty early, around the age of like 2 or 3, and some of my most formative memories are playing Super Mario Bros. With her. And the issue with that game when you do, you know, 2 players is, you know, only, of course, only one player can go at a time, and instead of at each death or finishing of a stage, right, getting to the end of a stage, that doesn't let the next player play. You actually, it's make it take it rules in the original Super Mario Bros. So as long as you stay alive and you continue to advance through stages, you're staying on the controller. It's your turn, and it won't be the other player's turn until you die or, yeah, you know, run out of time. You know. Oh shit! I didn't try to run away. I mean, I did, but I wasn't trying to. All right, let's take out this poor mad duck. No, we weren't able to concentrate. We don't need PP. We're just gonna bash it, shoot it. Made something spin around, huh? Well, I remember that, you know, it would be really, as its little kid, you know, I would try to hold the controller in my hand and typically play along to what she was doing. And I think that was some big brother energy there. If any of you had similar situations, you might remember that kind of thing where the other player is kind of miming the play, or really, you know, it felt like practice. You know, it felt a little bit like I was making Mario Go. Anyway, she would get so mad because sometimes I would begin to talk, and I guess she supposedly found that sometimes distracting. And she sometimes blamed dying on me having just distracted her. And I think sometimes the insinuation there was that it was all like a part of the plan, you know? It was little evil younger brother who would talk to try to throw her off, you know, psych out. We were talking about basketball the other day, right? As if I were trying to do a psych out on my big sis. And now that might have been true sometimes, sure. I might have been making noise or tapping the desk or something because I wanted to play. We've been going for too long. But it certainly wasn't the case always, so. Oh shit. Time for a picture. Man, we're just getting all kinds of memories here. Rhodes, congrats on beating Booger Man. Awesome, dude. That was one you hadn't beat as when you were younger, or? Pretty sweet you got the OG Genesis busted out too. He's obsessed, man. Look, I can't even do my journey. He keeps wanting to capture all these pictures. Hey, Tintoncito, what's up, man? Hey, you said I eventually caught on to the unplugged controller. Yeah, I hear that's a classic one too. Yeah. Oh, you're playing, right? It's just unplugged the whole time. Hey, wait a minute. That's when you learn to not trust anybody, right? I can understand, you know. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready. Say Fuzzy Pickles.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, what a great photograph. It'll always bring back the fondest of memories. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he seems to like portraits, but maybe he needs to do a still life. How you doing, Nick? Welcome. Man, that's pretty much the NES, Super NES story there, but yeah, it's... Those freaking big siblings, man. Yeah. Yeah, I did, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, I streamed for a little while yesterday, and I got about a couple hours into it, and, well, about an hour and some change into it. I had been kind of in the migraine zone, but it really just started tightening. I just felt the, you know, just the pull on my forehead, and, I start, one of my things is before I get a migraine or during the time I'm having it, I'll start to get like sort of sparklies all over the place and a little bit of visual snow too. It's really strange. But I remember like and I didn't know what the hell was going on the first time I got like a full migraine with aura. I didn't know what the hell was happening because I had this like gnarly split. I had walked under a street light, like outside of a CVS or something. And just one of their parking lot lights. I just happened to like look up at it, just sort of catch it as I was going up the curb or just sort of looking at it. And it just, you know how when you like see the sun or something and you get that after image for a while, or someone turns a light on in a dark room, you kind of get that. Well, I had that, but it just never went away. And I'm walking around that CVS and I just had this like split in my vision, almost at like a 45-degree angle, almost like a tear. And it was, if it didn't lead to a migraine, I would say it was the coolest, like trippiest thing ever. But yeah, it almost looked like a rip. And it was just, there was sort of fuzz, and it was just this persistent thing over my vision. It was hard to see anything in the store, kind of. And I was just like, what the fuck? I don't understand what the fuck's going on. And I went to the doc the next day, and he was talking through it. And after really asking several times, like, sir, you're not You have not taken drugs lately, have you, sir? Please, you know, it's just like, no, like, dude, no. It's funny, at the time I was like out visiting my my wife, then girlfriend's parents and stuff. It was like one of those first visits, and I think some of it was just like I felt, you know, some pressure and like, oh, I want things to go well and da-da-da, and there was some my job was really stressful leading up to that time. And then I got on the plane and I had a migraine like on the way there. So yeah, it was like when the plane was landing, I started having one really bad. And then it was a couple days later, I had that aura I was just talking about, the like rip. That's the more extreme version of it. And the sort of more common is just getting some visual snow and stuff. And it's like a static screen kind of over everything. Yeah, right. That sounds like it. Yeah, that sounds like it, Nick. Yeah. That sounds like what happens to me. I feel bad for those who... Thankfully, even as though mine get troublesome and are pretty chronic, it's not like a... You know, I hear of those like kind of cluster headaches and things like that people describe at like a 10 out of 10 on the scale, and mine is not that. It is still like an everyday thing, most days at the very least. And it gets rough, and it gets to where I don't want to be around any company or be out. But like, most of the time it's not like throwing up and I gotta like in the middle of the day go lie down in a dark room and da-da-da, you know. Some people get it really bad. Stun gun, eh? We have a pop gun and a stun gun. Give me some help. Stun gun. Bowl can equip this weapon. Well, okay. Is it a... Let's go to the equip. I mean, from its name, I'm guessing there's a paralyzing ability there. Either way, it looks like it's a jump in offense. Let's try it on an enemy and see how it goes. What's on this outer layer, though? It's got to be something up in that corner, huh? Yeah. Oh, that continues on. How do you get up to that top part? I saw a phone in here. Maybe we should go save. I should go save there while I can. Hey, thank you guys for hanging. Yeah, I'm not even... I don't feel like I'm at 100% today, but I'm trying to keep it a little... for me, this is a little subdued, you know? Trying to keep it that way. Either way, pretty sweet progress. I'm enjoying this game. Yeah, so far it's not bugging me, yeah. And take it easy. There is I do have that pressure here, you know. I'll hold a lot of tension here, and I think some of it is like vision related, squinting, things like that, you know. I think I also like, I'm noticing I'll do a little hey, I feel very young at heart, but sometimes my eyes do weird things, and I find that I'm sort of doing the above the glasses, yeah, over the glasses, under the glasses, like, oh, if I need to see something up close, I'm kind of going over top the glasses, you know, like, I feel like my you know, close-up vision is not what it used to be. Maybe you can't get to that. I don't think you can actually get to that top layer. It looked open, but same with the bottom. It's ringed in, I believe. Okay, feel good about that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely for me. Yeah, Nick, for me. And then a lot of it too involves jaw and like wrapping around to those muscles you have in the back of your head. It's so, you know, when you feel those, because mine can be tension and into like tension headaches and then into migraine. And yeah, lots of times it's like a pulling from the back all the way to like this side, you know, because you have all those muscles that go like this as well, like sort of just, you know, they just do like this, guys. But yeah, those ones that sort of go back and wrap and then all the stuff around the back, it just gets really, it all just starts spazzing out. Sucks. I partied a little bit too this weekend. I stayed up a little bit, a couple nights, and I think when I don't sleep as well, I think I'm more likely to get a migraine. I also had a couple beers, so you know, well, it's Saturday night. Well, we made it through Brick Road. Well, we rode Tessie to get here. Maybe it was too easy. My name's Brick Road, the dungeon developer. I've devoted my life to making dungeons. Well, by combining my skills in Dr. Andanut's intelligence, I can become Dungeon Man. The first combination of human and dungeon in history.
Give me a hell yeah!
I hope this guy accomplishes his dreams. Let's meet again once I have become Dungeon Man. Would you like me to get it? God damn. This is one thing, like when I'm in a bit of a headache, I read worse. I'm like skipping letters and stuff. And some of that is like a little bit of visual snow over text and menus and stuff. Would you like to get a good night's rest? Sure. Where, sir? Should ask some questions every now and then, I guess. Take care. You can trust everybody in this game until you can't trust them, you know?
They call me the Shockmaster.
I like his mustache. Hello, Brick Road. I hope you can become Dungeon Man someday. Oh, well, we made it around that pencil, huh? Very good. Very well. I wanted to explore those woods a little bit more, but, you know, maybe we'll be back. Trying to connect to the rest of the party right now. They're south in Threed. Some kind of psychic peril. Well, at least we've got a nice, I like that we've upgraded our, you know, weapon already a couple times. There was some weapon for sale, too, back in Threed. I wonder what it is. It was clearly for Jeff. I think it might have been a pop gun or something. Sorry, it was clearly for Bowl. I love Bowl. Good old Bowl. Bowl just going through this cave, killing slugs. I noticed yesterday when the headache was really kicking in, like, I mentioned text earlier, but yeah, like, scrolling things as well, it's like, I'll feel a bit dizzy and sick.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Doot, doot. Beep, boop, boop. Oh yeah, so my schedule's gonna get a little bit crazy because I do believe I will have some company starting towards the end of this week. So we probably won't be streaming Friday. I'm gonna, before I even say much more, I still need to figure out some details and stuff. I think we just got the clearance for some of my fam to come visit, so it was like we were waiting to to make sure we got the all clear. So yeah. All right. Well, Rhodes can't make it till next weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Well, make sure you heal up any ailments you might have right now. But yeah. Yeah, it should be, Nick. I'm looking forward to it. I got to talk and figure out the details, but I think it's on. Today was kind of crazy and our schedules didn't line up to talk, so I'll know a little bit more tomorrow. But so yeah, basically possibility that I'll, if I'm not streaming on Friday, maybe must not have had room. Maybe we'll get an extra one in or something, and I'm planning on being here tomorrow as well, but yeah. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do. Get this mushroom. I'll be with some fam. I'll be driving back from the airport, going through hell. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the brown bottle. All right, let's get rid of, or we could eat some. He does have a protractor and a ruler on him. It's funny. That's the official, one of a few things that really lets you know this guy is a nerd, right? He's got a protractor, a ruler, Sprite aside, having the big glasses. It is funny, yeah. I know. He gets a lot of stuff, doesn't he, early on? I like that he has a boiled egg too. I feel like that's a big tell there. Yeah. Hey Nick. Well, hopefully he would lend a hand, right? You know. Let's see. I'm gonna pop off one of these big bottle rockets. Have I taken any? I have taken a little bit of damage. Let's just eat something. We'll eat a croissant. Boiled egg. It's a lot of nutrition packed into a tiny little pouch. No, I'm gonna do. Get that song stuck in my head. There we go. Oh man. Let's fight a strutting evil mushroom. This is an upgrade, I believe.
I love the vibes here, dude.
You won. Eat the cookie. Oh. Yes, leave the cookie behind, please. Bowl, abandon the cookie. Oh, right. Rhodes has got some furniture too, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we had that IKEA talk. That's right. That's great. IKEA talk is back on. Now it looks like the kitty is up and grooming. What do you think about Earthbound? Hey. She's like, don't touch me while I'm grooming. What are you doing? Hey, they said hello. Yeah. Just doesn't care. You're like, I don't know how to ask this here, but, all right, we had ourselves a hamburger. Now we're gonna fight an ant and some mice. Oh, a slug. A slug and a mouse. All right, here we go. Well, so when I worked at Subway, when I worked at Subway, there was a guy there who could not. He had to leave the line on at least one occasion when a customer came in and asked for a 6-inch Italian. I'm gonna have the 6-inch Italian, please. I'd like a 6-inch Italian. And one of the guys I worked with, there was a time or two that he just couldn't hold it in, couldn't hold the laughter in, and had to leave the line. And he actually replied, I bet you would, like in a sort of, I don't like, did it sort of under his breath to one customer. They're just like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get me a 6-inch, or I think I'd like a, I think it was like that. I think I'd like a 6-inch. I'll do a 6-inch Italian. And he had replied something like, I bet you would, or something. And I don't think the guy heard it, or at least he decided to pretend he didn't, you know. That was for food service. That was actually, and particularly like fast food service, that was actually a really good job for me, because it came down to the management being cool, and it actually, like, you know, was paying better than like a lot of the other restaurants around, and the manager gave like Christmas bonuses and stuff, and I'm like a 17-year-old kid in high school, you know, working at this place, getting a $50 Christmas bonus at the time, which felt like a lot. Holy shit. I was not paying attention and I got bull killed. Well, doggone it.
Is there a moment where it crosses your mind to stand up for yourself?
Sorry about that. Do 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 do. Nick's trying to wrap his head around Canada Day. Do do do. Ba ba ba. What is today? Let's look at public holidays. What have we got here? You guys saying there was something today? Maybe I get back to the chat here. Yes, Canada Day, Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. All right. Yeah, I need to learn a little bit about my neighbor to the north. A little bit more. Yeah, it is really interesting. I think that yeah, it's the first time just being a kid, and well, not being a kid, but being like when I got to college and I visited New Orleans for the first time. Not only was it a great place to party, but I was really just blown away by some of the history of the place. And its history as both like Spanish and French. Learning about yeah, how much of you know, big river towns and stuff were really large. You know, were like there were some just, of course, really big French colonies and stuff, and cities along a lot of like Middle America where some folks might not realize, you know. Middle America. Yeah, it's really fascinating to me. Yeah. Yeah, look at how much was done in the Louisiana Purchase, you know, it's insane. Bad start there. How much that grew the country. Yeah. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Mother 2. Yeah. Right. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, it's fascinating those right. That level of commingling with the indigenous population and stuff, yeah, happening, you know, again, very early on in the European settlement or colonialism of this place. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Do 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 boop boop. Take him out. All right, stay alive, Bull. We don't want to die this time. It's fascinating because a lot of people will refuse to like learn how countries came to be when a lot of this is quite modern history. It's in the grand scheme of things, and past informs present, you know. There's things, we're not living in a vacuum, you know. It's and it's, yeah, it is. I don't know, it's I'm half distracted from the game right now too. Yeah. Yeah, and there was a level of wanting, you know, especially with it's funny because like you would hear about like, oh, the Puritans came because they had been, you know, they'd been discriminated against over in England, and you know, you hear a lot of like religious freedom, and that was often very much a twisting of what was happening with like some really radical groups there that were trying to seize power, you know, very like I mean, you know, the types of folks that would like go on to do things like, you know, burn, quote, witches and other stuff, you know. It was they were kind of pissed that they weren't able to like make everybody else do the same thing in Europe and England and have their own like revolution there that fully worked and could have everybody living this like bizarro, very extreme form of well, just some, yeah. I'm lacking the words right now. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't get smoked by a rowdy mouse here, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and yeah, Rhodes. You got any of those in the fam? My dad has my granddad's like Freemason ring. But my granddad passed away when my dad was just 6, so he never really, got to know him. Yeah, well, what's interesting, Nick, is that like I have oh wow, yeah, small world. I have I remember being younger, and when we would do little worksheets and things about American history, or, yeah, you would do a unit on different cultures or something. I remember literally coloring in at one point. It was people from, it was this like, this, I don't know, probably take it from some coloring book from like the 50s or 60s or something. But, this is like a ring of kids, all holding hands, and each like looking like representing some culture from around the world in a very stereotypical way, but but the point was they were all holding hands, and it was talking about, I think it even said something like, like it was even part of a like melting pot unit, or like a, talking about immigration. And I remember being a kid and hearing folks who today are singing a very different tune, who harped so much on America is great because you can come here from somewhere else. You can come here from a really terrible situation. And if you're willing to work really hard and you're willing to blah, 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 like, anybody can come here. And it's open if you're willing to come here and, and da, da, da. And like, try to accomplish your dreams. It's a great place to do that. And furthermore, people come from all over the world and want to come here, right? That's why we're so great. And then it's just like only a matter of years later that the script gets completely flipped, and you of course, like there's the gradual start by saying like illegals this, illegals that, and then it turns into like, oh well, migrants too, okay, migrants, and then you're just saying immigrants, we don't need immigrants here. And then you have someone running our deportation right now, and who basically says, who says America is for Americans. Now, what is an American? Because like when I was a kid, it seemed like everybody was using like your ability to immigrate here and make something of yourself as like a strength, including a lot of conservatives. That was like some of these teachers and stuff that I had that were like, oh, we might get hurt here, that at that point we're using that as our strong immigration as evidence of our strength in the world and our place in the world. And then it's like, oh, hey, I get into several years later, and when I still had Facebook and stuff, and I'm seeing them talk about, they're just saying some of the most vile stuff, and just I don't really want to repeat it. I just it's just you watch those narratives change over time, and you realize that I don't know, maybe they always felt this way, but it was just that immigration was like a cudgel they could use to hit the rest of the world over the head, to say we're better than you, everybody wants to come here, fuck you, we're better than you, like, see all the immigrants we have, like, maybe those people were just full of shit the whole time, and actually but I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I think that there has been just a gradual malaise and an aura of you've just watched the conversation just go to such depths in the last several years, and I think that it's crazy to just have watched that, watch the whole thing go down. I remember when we were coloring those worksheets and stuff, man. Talking about how immigration was our strength. don't want to die here. Oh, please live, bowl. God. Thank you, monkey. Just catching up on chat. Yeah. Yeah, mosaic versus melting pot. Yeah, I've seen something salad or like I've seen it referred to as like maybe a salad bowl, I think, to say like, hey, you're seeing individual parts that come together to make this salad, you know. You're seeing individual tomatoes and lettuce and da-da-da, you know. Yeah. I know that it is, yeah. Multiculturalism seems like a little more enshrined in actual, you know, legal documents in Canada. That was kind of a bad level up there. We had some bad rolls. Okay, so we got wiped and we're not looking great. These mushrooms have got my goat, you know. Oh, I saw a boss thing over there. I'm pretty sure one of those, we're gonna die. Maybe Bowl should do a little leveling up, I guess. I'm gonna have Bowl level up. Because he had a couple food items and he's just not getting through this. What is his psi? Hold on. He doesn't have psi. He can only attack, right? Silly me. Yeah, what are you gonna do, Nick? Do like a what have you got? Like one of the big? Are you gonna do like a mushroom steak or something? What you gonna do to prep? How you gonna cook that mushroom? Yeah. I'll just say this too, that I think there's a lot of people who don't realize some of the easy things, really reductive things that you can say that sound easy. They're slogans, they get repeated, and it's part of what I was saying about the discourse just getting worse and worse over the years. And I'll just finish with what you see when you see folks arriving to people's homes, to people's work. They're showing up in unmarked vehicles. They're showing up in all this tactical looking gear with no identification on it. They're totally masked up. You don't know who they are. These people move fast enough because they have the intent of trying to seize folks and deport them or send them to a country they're not even from. We have deals with El Salvador and now one with South Sudan, I believe, for folks that aren't from those countries to be sent off there. So the idea being that you can get these people into a van and you can get them out of the country fast enough to where they have no legal recourse. They'll have no due process. They'll have no access to a lawyer. Down in El Salvador, their president has said the folks that are there are never going to be out. They will never be let out. The thing is, we don't know who is being picked up. We don't know who's doing the picking up. We don't know where all these people are going to. And it's incredibly fucked up. And this is the result of when the language gets degraded to the point where people toss off statements like, America's for Americans. They just toss that out there. I mean, well, America's for Americans. We need to get the illegals out. Things like that. What's the result of these statements? These people live here. They are your neighbors. They could work at a place that you go to. They have families, lives, birthdays. They're your neighbors. They're part of your community. They may, again, work with you, serve you in some way, potentially. And these people just get snatched up with no due process. Sometimes sent to a country they're not from. Other times being held and told to sign this stuff for an instant deportation. And they're just given like a cup of water and that's it. And you're just in this fucking hot warehouse in Texas. You've been moved from California to this warehouse in Texas. And yeah, it's this is it. This is it. Like this is the shit. Like this is the shit. This is what leads to and already is a step towards the worst that you've heard about in the big example everybody wants to give. You know, and it's fucked up, dude. So I'm just saying that, like, people really need to think about ways in which they, the ways that they use their language like that and say these things that are aspirational, you know. Not really realizing how that would play out. And that maybe that's not actually what they want, but it's easy to say that, you know? And I'll just end on that note and say, yeah, it's Oh, we took that ride from Tessie. So when was the last time we had a nap? I was hoping we could get, like, recovered. Oh, well. He's just... Wait a minute. Yeah, but he's not on the other side of this tunnel here. We go to fight. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I go to the happy place. But, you know, sometimes, man, it's like things... I think sometimes I have to say something, you know? I want to say something. Because I don't think it's business as usual, and yeah, I think, yeah, I hear you. I hear that it's not the things I want to be saying, and it's not what anybody wants to hear if you're, hanging out, you know? Yeah. Right, I hear, well, it is my show, you know, so, you know, it's, I hear what you're saying, but yeah, it's, yeah, I want it. With that being said, I'd like to, I don't have anything else to say at this time, so it's good timing. There's a balance, you know, yeah. All right, yeah, I know, man. It's fucked up. Yeah. It's a messed up situation. I want people to be safe and yeah. I shouldn't have. I keep yeah. That is a good question. We got healed just now. Jeff has $1. Right. He couldn't have had much before. Huh? Did he have $1 before? I figured Spy just does this. Okay. 1 HP damage. Alright, well, good to know that that's all that Spy does. That would be good against a boss or something, yeah. Interesting, yeah. So I guess they didn't split it. Yeah, just kept me at 1. All right.
Let's go.
I love you guys. I saw a butterfly back there that I should have gotten. No, I hear your roads. I understand. Yeah. Thank you for when I replied that it was my show. I was trying to do it in a way that like I think was even less emotional or even less like angry as it was, and more just like but kind of back and forth style. And I get it, man. So yeah, thank you for your patience. And yeah. Here they are. It gets get everybody riled up.
I ain't changing.
Keep the riling going. The blood a boiling, Yeah, it's I don't get to talk to a lot of folks much younger than me. I do feel for those. I feel for those who yeah, like I don't know, maybe aren't just like totally into their phone all the time, and and like yeah. That's a widespread thing. That's a generational thing, the phone addiction at this point. Yeah. Catching up with the chat here. I've missed a couple. Oh, I'm reading about Nick's ultimate sigh moment. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, sometimes you get really lucky like that, huh? I think I was reading something that monarch butterflies like really dropped hard, and then I think that there is like starting to be a recovery, although it's very early to anything. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's something to that, Iton, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, if you're on a phone right now, if you're watching this on your phone, stick around. Yeah. It's still a little bit behind, catching up in the chat, as you can see. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fireflies are really so I don't I didn't grow up here, so I don't know, but like it is, huh, Captain Nemo? It's not as good without the sunglasses. Yeah, feel exposed. But the sunglasses are really they're really etched up right now, sadly, and the brightness of the lights gets like way too haloed out. Yeah. About the fireflies. So yeah, I didn't grow up here, and I don't know the level of like how much. I don't think that they were that common to Southern California outside of like wooded areas and stuff. But I know for the Southeast, I think fireflies have been like there's been a huge devastation of their numbers, huge decline. That makes sense, Nick. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm from Alabama, and I have fond memories, of just being outside, catching fireflies, putting them in a jar for a couple minutes, letting them out, Yeah, I remember we'd have a jar, we'd punch some holes, and or you know, like. I think maybe I kept one for too long in the jar, sadly. R.I.P. But yeah, I loved catching them. Just them being around too, and that sensation of being out in the front yard, and like it's dusk, and everywhere you look, you're seeing. Kicking the mic here. Everywhere you look, you're seeing multiple, you know, fireflies lighting up. We called them lightning bugs. Lightning bugs. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen a lot of the same, you know, a lot of other like folks saying similar thing about, yeah, even just like what we see, you know, just the visual we have on the fireflies in a short amount of time having gone way down. Yeah, I bet, Rotes. Yeah, there's so many bugs up there. Yeah. Yeah, Toronto's pretty humid, huh? I bet, Nick, yeah. Yeah, ponds and bullfrogs, yeah. Yeah, we had a few little ponds, and I would see frogs and stuff, and walking through the woods, you'd hear it. You know, especially as the sun starts to go down, they just all start to count. Yeah. But yeah, that feeling of looking out across my front yard, and just as a kid, and just again, like, yeah, seeing so many light up, just in every perspective you take, you just see so many lighting up, you know. Let's throw it away. Throw away the cookie. Yeah. Yeah. Lots of bugs. Captain Nemo asked if I ever seen a millipede. Yeah, I have. Or at least some kind of pede. You know, I think it was probably mostly the centis we were seeing. Sadly. Wow, yeah, I'm seeing some pretty cool, pretty sweet photos here. Oh, an Australian centipede. Okay, well, that makes sense. Of course. We all know the story there. All right, today's stream brought to you by an Australian centipede. Single-pede. Captain Nemo must have done a, you must have done a purge of the social medias recently. It's a great one, Cat. It is a pretty sweet pic. Sorry to get rid of it. Oh, let me get you that Discord. I haven't had a break yet. I should probably get a break in. Jeez. The trick is, if you get yourself riled up and you start talking politics and stuff, then you don't, all your bodily functions just pause. That's the craziest thing. Okay. Here you go. Captain Nemo, here you go, sir. Guys, sorry, I should get that break in. I'm feeling it. Let's go here. Oh, politics and religion, right? No, you missed the good stuff, Captain Nemo. Well, you know, just describing our current situation, lamenting it. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna get a little break, so you guys should get a break too. Let's all take a couple minutes. When we get back, we will continue the Legend of Bowl. Rotes was coming at me. I didn't know what to do. Is the soundboard still working?
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Yes. Thank you. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you in a bit. BRB. All right, you beautiful people of Parvination, how you doing? Happy Tuesday, it's good to see you.
Okie dokie.
We've got a cat sleeping in the background. Here it is. I'm just gonna hang out back here if that's cool. How you guys doing? How's your week been? What a cute little cat. This is this sweater here. She goes crazy with. Welcome, Best Lord. Good to see you. Thank you for the lurk. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. This sweater might as well be another portal to another dimension. It might as well be this, what we're seeing behind me, whenever it's lifted up in front of this cat. Her eyes go big, and she's just like, I want to touch or sit on or see if I can collapse it down. And our trick, because she's always fighting me for this chair right here, her favorite chair in the house. Sometimes we get lucky. We can, this is the nuclear option though, but we'll take this sweater and put it on another chair and try to get her to sit on it, you know. It doesn't always work. Welcome. I'm still having lunch, I guess. Welcome. We're doing the Legend of Bowl. I got a protein shake. Seeing as that, it's really tasty. I need some antioxidants. A lot of headaches lately. A lot of feeling like shit. I'm hoping that an antioxidant and one of them will do the trick.
You dumb son of a bitch!
You wanna play the game?
Video game trauma.
A bowl open the present. Oh, a bottle rocket? Okay, let's see. When you level up, his HP's looking good right now, so that's good to see. We could probably ditch a cookie. I don't want to, though. Oh, he's got 70 out of 75. Put the cookie down.
Oh!
Hey, I hope you guys are good. I hope your week's going okay. It's been a decent one for me so far. Had some fun hanging out in T-Roy's For we raided into T-Roy on yesterday, on Tuesday, Monday, whatever the fuck day it is, was. All right, I'm just gonna quit. I'm going back to I'm going BRB again. This isn't working, guys. Sorry. Just gotta call it out. All right, Strutting Evil Mushroom has had our number. Sometimes you just gotta call it out, you know?
Oh!
At least when I don't, yeah, the stakes couldn't really be any lower. If I can't think of something to say or I forget where I was going with something. You know, when I think about it, the stakes really couldn't be like much lower, I don't think. I'm trying to take these mushrooms out. They're strutting evil. Oh man, there's a sound effect I used to have on the soundboard. I don't think I have it right now.
This is the way. You dumb son of a bitch!
Need a strutting sound effect. Let's see.
Nani?
All right, a timely level up. I know. Look at those strutting hot. What? Who does he think he is? You know, that's I was actually just mentioning this to my wife the other day, but I have this memory of being a kid and watching. I think so. What is it? It's Robin Hood. I was specifically thinking about the intro of Robin Hood for you know, the Disney version, and it the beginning has this rooster coming out and singing, and I think it's George Jones, I believe, but he comes out and he does a really nice whistle and does this cool little song at the beginning. And it's funny because I remember being pretty little and I had to stay with my granny. She was babysitting this day, and I remember she put that on. She was like, "Oh, you want to watch a movie?" And she was like super country. You want to watch a movie? Okay, yeah, all right. And she, here, pick one. And I hadn't seen this one, so we played it. The rooster comes on and he's giving the intro and, giving us the story and doing his little song and whistle. And my granny goes, oh, she just starts laughing. And I'll never forget. She was just, this is some wholesome stuff just to prepare you. But that rooster, just so prissy. Look at him go. It was just like that. She was loving it, man. It seemed like it was such a delight to Granny Parvin, and I salute you. R.I.P. Oh, cheap bracelet. Well, you have room to scarf down a cookie bowl. Sometimes the ups outnumber the downs. Oh, man. There we go. Cheap bracelet. Let's acquire it. It's acquired. Let's equip. I like that this kid's a pack rat, too. He brought a few things with him. He was able to go to the locker and stuff, but yeah. Really threw this whole thing together really quickly when you think that he just, in the middle of the night, got a telepathic message from Paula and popped up out of bed. As the other heroes in this game, it seems like they have answered the challenge when... Right. When the challenge is made, they're let's do it. It's never an option. Time to meet our fate. Like, when we climb down this rope, we're gonna have an angry mushroom and mouse. Oh, hello. Oh, goodbye. There's a mushroom coming for us. I don't think he has PP anyway, but alright, we got an instant kill. Drop the cookie. I faced you. Get a job, sir. The bums. Oh, man.
I got buddies who died face down in the muck. Come on, this affects all of us, man. They're basic freedoms.
I haven't seen that movie in a while, and I would like to. It has just such a great flow to it, and I notice something different every time, you know. Now, dude. How do we... Wait, where is... Okay, no, we just came from there. I was trying to head left, eh? Let me see. I was listening to some game soundtrack, and I forget, I'm forgetting the name of the song, but it's playing, it's the song that's playing in the background when the dude first gets to the Big Lebowski's house, I guess. Yeah, and he's the fireplace scene when he walks in, and that I was listening to this not too long ago. Forget the title. Well, yeah, the you know, and there was some game remix, some game, I think a Genesis game or Super NES game had used that, and I'm trying to remember what it is, but I just heard it in the middle of this like big like live stream that just does this big retro playlist, 8 and 16-bit stuff. It's pretty fun. I'll get the link if anybody's interested. I share it every now and then, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. They just work off of a really big playlist, and sometimes you start to hear some of the same stuff, but it's a lot of hidden gems too. But yeah, I heard that and I instantly recognized it, and then did a deeper dive learning more about, okay, how do we get to, I gotta figure out how to get to that thing over here. Must be, wait, hold on. All right, use your protractor. Here we go, Bull. Do a little, can you math it? Jeez. Take a broken iron. Ride a big bottle rocket, right? The monkey's like, what are you trying to do? Maybe there was somewhere else I could explore. Instant kill, come on.
You're a loser. I really enjoyed this soundtrack. I think it's... I'm so excited to finish watching this video I began. There was like it was something like explaining all the samples from Earthbound, and you know, something along those lines. I watched the first one about Your Name Please, and I was like, oh, this is amazing, and I should stop watching. You know, I think it's like started going into the like the second you know, like the second reference or something, second sample or ref. Oh man, need to finish my shake. Jeez Louise. I'm going back because I don't remember if there were other paths. Instant kill. I hear that and I think Diddy Kong Racing usually. I think they also use it in episode 1 whenever like the kids run away from Anakin or something. Like one of them tells a joke or something, and then you hear you hear that like same stock laugh, kids playing. I've listened to, I haven't listened to enough of Boards of Canada, but I know of them and like what I've heard. Yeah, and I have a buddy who's really into them, and I've always wanted to do a deeper dive. Maybe there's another entrance. Why don't you create another dungeon here, sir? Okay, here comes Paula. We're working on it, Paula. We're trying to get there. No reminder this time. That's sweet. I was I really appreciate that sort of ambient long, yeah, a lot of their songs can be on the longer side, and just, yeah, it's really cool stuff. Well, let's save since we've leveled up a little bit. I don't know. I'm not sure. Wait, this monkey. Hold on. I bet you can do something here, monkey. What do we have to do? Right? Come on. What did I think of the monkey? Aye, the monkey. Jeez.
Come on, fellas, you're losing your heads.
Nice. Like the smash there, guys. Bubble Monkey. Does Bubble Monkey need... We have a pack. How could you forget about the monkey? That one was very loud on my end and it scared me. It scared me. Oh, snuck up on. Yeah, yeah. Good luck. Just gotta deface this beautiful oak table here, and we'll have our stereo sound.
Wow, Mr. Sarcasm.
That's awesome. You know what? Of course, and I think you've mentioned you make music and stuff, so you know having the good sound is not optional. Gotta happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ouch. Sorry guys, we're up on the 3rd floor. Don't worry, it levels out a little bit. We can take a little rest on each level. I would love to have some good monitors in here. I'm really missing that. I don't have a good, I just don't have a good anything going for sound, really. Why is, my camera isn't on right now? What is going on? One second. I think my camera has died. What the hell? All right, well, Bowl leveled up. Okay,
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what the happened. I think... I think this camera died. Hello. Hello, there I am. It felt pretty warm to the touch. Might shut itself off again in a sec. Let's see. Oh, perfect time. I open the window, there's a helicopter and some sirens. This is great with this music too. I hope Boards of Canada is watching this right now.
Can video games help you concentrate and relax? NASA scientists seem to think so.
Yeah, fans rolling. Maybe I'll crank it up a notch. All right. If the camera, if there's any crazy effects, if like I look any distorted or see like any, you know, wrinkles or age lines or anything like it's probably just this camera on the fritz. It did just turn itself off. So.
I watched you change.
Oh, well, we're gonna need something to eat before we fight the boss. He can probably repair that broken air gun at some point. I wonder... Maybe I should get... Drop the cookie. Abandon the cookie. Do. All right. Sorry, guys.
I tend to get bogged down in anxiety.
Camera's off again, huh? Oh shit, I only just now noticed. Well, geez Louise. This is a first. This is a Parvination first. That this thing has turned itself off. Yeah, I just have another clip playing. Right. Let's see. We do have this guy. Let me see. Ding 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 ding. Hey, Gigantic, welcome. I think this is some total Earthbound stuff, guys. That's what's happening right now. You know what it is? Here's what it is. Welcome, Gigantic. Here's what it is. Is he toy watching the stream right now? Is he giving us a little e-toy magic realism? You know, things are normal, right? Everything's kind of grounded. And then next thing you know, you got folks disappearing. Being replaced by a centipede. An Australian centipede. I love glitch gremlin. I want to add that to my vocabulary. That phrase just, I don't know. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gigantic. I hate the mushroom. Yep. The mushroom enemy's toast. He's gone. It's gone. I think the monkey got a hold of it, honestly. Wow. Ain't that something else? That's a kick in the glass right there, man.
Maybe our entire team needs to be executed after tonight.
Huh. Now, can I give this monkey a pack of bubble gum? Use? Okay. I want to make sure Bowl here didn't take the gum for himself. Here we go. Monkey, all right. He's going to give us a hand, right? Kaboom! Here it is.
Oh my God!
All right. This is a boss. This is a boss right here. Pretty sure. At least that's what the other bosses have looked like. Sorry about the cam being out. I don't. That's. Hold on. I think I might have something of Jeff. Excuse me, Bowl. Dude, give me 1 second. Let's see what's up. This is too bad. I think I have a thing just of, yeah. How about this? Okay. All right. Jeff, love it. Let's duck down a bit. You want to get underneath the frame here? Yep, a little bit lower. That's too many elements in this thing. You need to take some of these out of here. Holy sh... Centipede, thank you for your service. Where is it? The hell? Where's my Jeff pixel art? I don't understand. Okay. Hello. Bowl, here he is, guys. All right, let's go. Let's roll. Let's roll with Bowl.
So sorry I died.
I don't know what's over here. I'm curious. That's a boss right there. But what if there's like a way to heal over to our left? You never know. Could be something that's going to get us hurt. There's another monkey. Yeah, Uki Kuki. Now she's my type. Ki Kukio Uke. I think I'll ask her for a date. Holy shit, we lost our monkey friend. He's gonna come back, right? Oh, shit. Well. Let's try this fight by ourselves. Yeah, it did. It escalated very quickly. He took off. He ran off. It would have been nice to have had a... He wasn't doing a lot of damage, granted. In some turns, he was scratching himself. You know,
He's cheating on you. Dump his ass.
What, the monkeys? They're not even dating, Steve. This is... I was just... Exactly. He just wanted to... Yeah, right. He was just trying to figure out how to get over there, you know? He's looking, searching for his own, you know, I don't know. Some folks are looking for Tressie. He's looking for... I don't think we have any... God, this sucks. Yeah, my camera overheated, Rotes. We got a hot cam. Only Parv can absorb the power of this place. That's not a boss. I was expecting a boss fight. Okay, alright, well, that makes sense. I suppose. Stonehenge. Hey, Tater. This is me now. This is Parv now, guys. Please understand. Wow, look at this big handsome guy. Cave boy. Alright, fight me.
Oh!
Hey, Rotes. Rotes said, I only come here for the view. Sorry. Yeah, no. The visual was just too hot for Twitch, and camera couldn't take it anymore.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums, getting all swollen.
What did I get? Picnic lunch. No. I need room for things. I need to go toss some stuff. Oops. What am I gonna throw away? My God, man. Toss the insecticide, maybe. You know what? Leave it. Leave the lunch, you fool. All right. Here we are. This would be a great place for a photo. Bum, 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 bum. It's a first. It's a first time for me, I gotta say. This is a pretty sweet camera, too. It's a little troublesome. A little troubling. All I can tell you is I was streaming and then click. I look up and it's gone.
Picture this, we were both butt naked.
I'm very thirsty. Sorry. All right. Holy sh... I cranked the fan up. Now I can't hear anything. This looks crazy. That song gets stuck in my head far too often. It's one of a few that, yeah. Kind of like it's been really hot lately, and I keep thinking of, again, Carlos Santana, you know, featuring Rob Thomas. Yeah, it's a hot one. Blah, 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 blah. Like 7 inches on midday sun.
Give me a hell yeah!
Something like that, you know. I don't know. So that looks like a very large iron eraser is in the way. Okay, so far we found an eraser and there was a pencil back there. And I think we might need some inventions. Maybe from, maybe old Bowl here can do his own inventions later. But yeah, someone else does. It was a Apple Kid. Good old Iron Eraser. So what are you supposed to do, Mr. Jeff? You're supposed to head south. Oh, hello. This guy was waiting for us. You're just like climbing up the rope. You're just seeing this guy. He's starting to get really pissed off and like swinging his club as you're like climbing up the vine. You have like way too long to go. But he's like, thankfully he kind of wears himself out a bit by the time you get up there. Yeah. Well, Rotes, yeah, good luck with your laundry, and yeah, man, hope you enjoy it. Put on some music to get through it, yeah. And we did ours a couple days ago. I feel you on the laundry front. Yeah. Yeah, take care, Jason of the Red Cross. Yeah, good night, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Take this guy out, please.
I hope you've all enjoyed our program this morning.
Oh, Bowl, you're about to get it. This is what I get. You didn't pick up anything. Bowl, you're getting tired or something. You're getting lazy, Bowl. You could run away from this goon, right? Wow. I don't think we have anything he can actually eat. I should have had the... I wish I could have the picnic lunch. I don't have the picnic lunch, right? We didn't... should have picked it up. Wow, I could have used a little miracle right there, but...
Goodbye.
Man. This is some grade A play right here, guys.
I don't know if that's good enough for you guys.
Well. Bowl, looks like you got your head handed to you. How about giving it another shot? All right, Bowl. Sure. Bowl, come on, Bowl. Is that Dad calling? Ness's dad. Hello, it's your dad. You've been out there for a long time now. Maybe none of my business, but don't you think it'd be a good idea if you took a break? Yes. Ah, and this would be... So this isn't Parv? I'm glad that you decided to take my advice. Alrighty then. Stay at a nearby town and get some rest. Thanks, Dad.
Hope you're ready for the next episode.
Before you take a break, be sure to call me. Be on the lookout for any shady characters. Click. Beep. I'm not discouraged. As discouraged as this pixel art might seem right now. So at this point, it sent me back pretty far, eh? What's up, Nick? No monkey either, yeah. Well, I haven't saved yet. I haven't saved since I lost the monkey. That could have been the difference in a battle like that. Although you lose the monkey as soon as you come out. Like, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I think it should be. You know what? I think I'm gonna... Can I call for a... He can't call for a pickup, can he? No, it's just Maxwell Labs.
The Parvinator.
That's okay. We lost nothing in terms of money, and we gained some experience. But we did lose a monkey. I bet we can still get up, though. But they make you go all the way back to get another monkey.
Oh, untimely death.
I need to be taking items, so maybe I'll just get rid of one of these. I need to be in a position to actually get some goods that will heal me, so I might... Meow, 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 meow. Broken air gun. We'll probably repair that, right? Maybe I could get rid of the pop gun since it was inferior. Damn. Alright, let's give it another shot. I guess I could restart. Yeah. I don't think since I lost the monkey we saved. When we died, that doesn't save, does it? Like automatically? Meow, ba-da, 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 ba. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what's up. I thought I was going to be able to fight that boss, too. I saw the, like, giant crystalline thing that... I think it's what, like, the big ant, or giant ant? Was it? Something along those lines? Nah, Mondo Mole. But we gotta come back with Ness, I suppose. Bad key machine. Like, that's right. That's what we used to, yeah, get into the locker. Maybe that would have been really good against a boss or a giant slug boss. Doopa-doopa-doo, just needed to get rid of some items. I would normally have a cam going, but it overheated. Yeah. You know, speaking of kind of soft or hard locks, we were talking about Final Fantasy Tactics the other day, and there's, in the one for PS1, there's a notorious part where if you save... Yep, we got up. If you save... come here, strutting evil mushrooms, jeez. If you save after this one event, and like you can't go back on the map in that game, so there's just this one event where if you save, you won't have a chance to, like, your team truly could just like be not good enough to get through that next screen, or it just becomes very, very difficult to get through that like next battle. And I remember that point in the game, and I almost got locked out of it at that point. It's one of those where, like, of course you got to rely on strategy, but it's like, it's particularly well known for getting a lot of folks, because, yeah, you can get to it and it just be like, it's going to take a tremendous amount of luck. And even then, maybe you just can't do it, you know? And there's no way to go back. I haven't played the game in so long, though. I went through it twice, I believe, or no, actually just once all the way through. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, I don't remember the mechanic for going back, and like, I think since it was pretty story-based, you couldn't, most places you couldn't go back to, or, you know, like, the battle of that place has already taken place. Yeah, it's sweet. It's an interesting game. I was wondering if there's going to be a photo here. We missed it last time. Picture is taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready?
It's time to wrap up this CDI shit fest.
Say Fuzzy Pickles. Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. It'll always bring back the fondest of memories. Thank you, sir. Is this a human I can talk to? You kids don't look very bright. That looks like a... Pokey's dad. One second. Yeah, you kids don't look so bright.
Y'all really overhyped these graphics.
Let me explain. These stones are making a pattern. It's called Stonehenge. UFOs often visit here. You must... Well, I guess he wouldn't talk like this, would he, huh? But we're still in Eagle Land. I'll roll with it. You must have seen it on TV or read about it in the tabloids. Yes, that Stonehenge. Awesome.
Why do you have to hate what you don't understand?
All right, well, here we are, Stonehenge. Ichigo. Welcome, welcome. My camera is down. I'm gone. Just a memory.
Soccer was invented by European ladies to keep them busy while their husbands did the cooking.
Oh, right. That is how it finishes, Tater. Yeah. yeah. I'd forgotten. That is how it fit. That's the very next line. Yeah. Right. Right. He'll, you know.
Ah, dang it, Bobby.
Totally. That's what I love about the show. It's like, you know, I love that, like, oh, he gets it moment. And that show plays it well, of showing a character who to degrees can get it, you know? But then they always find a way to, like, let you down, you know? They always find a way to, of course, they always find a way to show that they're still stubborn about that thing, or, you know, like it's... You're bold, I'm missing some big exposition here, sorry. You're bold, my son. It's been maybe 10 years since I last saw you. Man, I hope I can hit him with another dang it Bobby, because I just missed some text here. I was just so excited. Hopefully it works. That was a perfectly timed one. Thank you, Ichigo.
Ah, dang it, Bobby.
You're bold, my son. It's been maybe 10 years since I last saw you. I'm so glad you're such a healthy, bold boy. Those glasses look good on you. How about a donut? Dad, my inventory is full. I was only offering. I'd also like a donut, right? Okay, all right, well. So Dad's eccentric. I like it. What a fake out, too, you know. Would you like a donut? I would just ask it. Like, I don't actually have a donut or anything. Come on. What are you, stupid? Have you already checked out Stonehenge? A little, yeah. Well, at least I asked. Okay. By the way, why are you here? Oh, I see. That girl named Her must have sensed I was here. Okay, I'll try to help you out. I'm trying to make a phase distorter that can connect 2 points in space and time. It's still incomplete. I'll let you use another invention I call the Sky Runner. Holy sh... Okay. This feels noteworthy. We're meeting Dad. We're getting an invention called the Sky Runner. All right. It's a little bit old, but it'll certainly help. When you board, always listen for the message that comes from your destination. Sky runners in flight. When you board, always listen for the message that comes from your destination. Okay, thank you. It's good stuff. I need to turn this fan down because I can't hear the music that well right now, which is a damn shame. I should just sweat it out and have a headache again, you know? I guess I could crank it up and have a headache. Let's do that.
Oh, frick. Oh.
You'll get there for sure if you listen to the message. The round machine over there is the Sky Runner. What do you think? Isn't it neat? Get in. Let's get together. Let's get together again in 10 years or so. Oh.
What happened?
Thanks, Dad. All right. Man, I love all the, there's some really great family relationships in this game. This is some great music, huh? I'm enjoying having turned it up.
Tell your children not to understand.
Okay, thank you. What a great game.
Mother.
I can't believe I found myself here in this, you know, in this nice space. Oh, you know what? Oh, hello. Holy sh... Cowabunga. What happened? It's not moving. Hey, why don't you try pressing the button on the controller? All right, here we go. This looks like Mega Man. Oh, holy sh... We're flying, baby. Look at this. I'm half expecting Wily to pop out. Surprise!
Dragon Quest.
Oh, we're really covering some ground. He just needed to go south a little bit, I think. At least that's what we were told. This is so crazy. It is totally epic. This is the magical flight. Also, all this is to get to meet up. I think we're in Threed now. There's a circus. Yeah, to meet up with... Oh, this is cool. This is how he's meeting the other two characters. Boop, boop, boom, boop, boop. Wow, this is cool.
Killer instinct.
Maybe I'm supposed to hit the button to land. We might attract some attention here, you know. All right, coming in for a landing right in the graveyard. Oh.
What the fuck?
Man, oh man, did that ever scare me? Oh, we had a rapid, unscheduled disassembly. Man, oh man, did that ever scare me? The three are together. Look at it. Here we are. So when we last left, sorry, this is crazy. When we last left off with Ness and Paula, they followed this woman who looked, other people in the game had looked sort of zombied out, and I got that sense that that's what was happening. She was like outside the hotel and walked in, when we visited that hotel for the second time. And I was just trying to save because I was feeling bad. I had a headache. Little did I know that if you follow her down that hall, which maybe that's all you can do at that point, I don't know. The music was all warped, and I think that they started making the game kind of wave a bit, you know, move around. And as you got in there, she goes into a room, and if you go there, then like all these like monsters get sicked on you. They like go around you, and then it some of the dialogue made me think that it was the same kind of like game over dialogue, or maybe it said something about them going unconscious. And then it's like Paula talks to Bowl here, to Jeff via telepathy, like while he's sleeping. Same way she connected with Ness and told, like, hey, you don't know me, but like, here's where we are, blah, 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 you know. Yeah, she told him to come south to where they are. So this is their first meeting. All right, I gotta catch my breath after saying all that. Ooh, yikes.
Hello.
The Skyrunner, I guess it took a little damage while landing. Oh well.
Frickin' what up, dude?
You don't have to explain a thing. I'm Bull. I came because you called me. I'm not very strong, really nearsighted, kinda shy. It's like I'm, well, I don't even need to say it. A lot of you guys are going through the same thing. I tend to be a little reckless. This is just, alright, well, this is just the way I am. I hope you want to be, I hope you want me to be your friend, okay? Of course, dude, come on in. Alright, let's get back to the journey then. I like that music. Bull joined you.
Oh my god, we're back again.
Sadly, that our runner here has crashed. That is epic. It's impossible to fix. For the time being. You know what? I bet at this point I could probably turn on the cam. But that's just going to be a letdown at this point. Let's see how hot it feels. Give it a couple more minutes. Look at us. We got the Three Stooges. Sure. I remember, yeah. I was feeling pretty crappy yesterday. Is that when that text was, Nick? Sorry, just trying to figure it out. Door's locked. Let's see. What did he give us here? What can we do? Oh, I think it was at the beginning of this crash, rather right. It was when we were talking to his dad. I think it was like the first couple of scrolls talking to Jeff's dad. Oh, thank you. Yeah, okay, yes. Right. Okay. Okay, thank you. I think that first line somehow put my guard down, and I, hey, I thought I could get away with getting distracted for half a second. And next thing I know, I'm seeing, you're Jeff, you're my son. By the way, I didn't remember naming this thing Bowl. I thought for a little bit that was a nickname. I totally forgot. I was feeling the spirit when we first started this game. That was at the end of a long segment, too. Finally got the game rolling after, what was it, fun and great usage of our time. Talking about, like this game and its origins and stuff. Just a little behind the scenes. We did a segment, good old days. That first day we took a look at the strategy guide, but just the first portion before it gets to the true walkthrough. That's right, that was fun. All right, what can we do here? We do have something, the key thing Jeff does. The key thing. I totally forgot about naming this guy Bull, I'm not gonna lie. Chat's been on fire last few weeks. And it's a bottle rocket of an experience. Usually with a premature explosion. Firecracker going off in a hand. Alright, here we go. I think that's what happened yesterday. I had to cut the stream short. Jeff, you got a bad key machine. Why don't you use it? Good God. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, here we go. We're in another dimension or something. All right, there's that rift on the edge of the graveyard that they warned us about, and there's that ghost that one of them is the whole reason that we got into this situation, or it ran off, huh? All right, well, you know what? I guess that means at this point, Ness... Oh shit, no, I was gonna say he could go back in there and head towards that, that boss in the... I guess it would be a boss in a cave, but no, he can't do that, because we took a magical flight there.
So what's up, B? Watching the game, having a bud.
Look at these guys. Let's see if this camera works for a little bit. I think I'm here. Jeff, do you mind ducking down for me, brother? Thank you. All right, we're rolling. Urban Zombie. Urban Zombie A and B. Okay, we got it. We've actually got a team now. This feels good. Parv, hit him with some gaming prowess. Let's get to a hotel. I love this music. I'm really... the game is tough when you just have Ness. It's tough when you have Ness and Paula. If she isn't leveled up much, you know, she'll die really quickly. You guys better run, man. 3 kids coming to beat that ass.
Kiss my ass.
You know, I really enjoyed The Legend of Bowl. Thank you guys for hanging out. This has been a good one. I knew something was special about that kid, you know, when we met him last night. It has been a great quest. Yeah, I'm just cracking up at it, actually, that we named it Bowl. I think I just enjoyed his haircut, and I was also taking some suggestions at that point too, so oh, Bowl. I really thought that, like, I might have even mentioned this, but that, you know, because he starts off in whatever, he's in that boarding school or some boys' school or something, you know, he's off at the academy, and I really thought for a little bit that maybe Bowl was just a temporary name. That was something like a nickname he has from his school, you know, from his classmates and stuff. I'd forgotten about that entirely. All right, we're saving. Last time we were here, things got really weird. I'm just checking to make sure the music is normal. Seems like it is. All right, I'm gonna save and get a little break, and I think I'm gonna come back and play just a little bit more, maybe for up to another hour, something like that. So, yeah, let's get a break in. And I wonder if we've got money enough to stay the night. Might not even really need to. Cool. All right, we've got some exploring to do in this town, and now we've got 3 folks to do it. So let's see what's up. All right, guys, I'm gonna get a little break. Thank you guys for hanging. This is fun. I really enjoyed The Legend of Bull. That was nice. So yeah, thank you guys. There it is. What a guy. Yeah, thanks, Nick. All right, I'm going to take a break. I'll play a little bit more after that. So I'll see you guys back in just a bit. BRB.
Oh, you were finished. Well, allow me to retort.
Parvinator.
Hello, welcome back to The Legend of Jeff. Legend of Bull, I guess. I really didn't remember naming the guy Bull. Well, anyway, happy Tuesday, guys. How you doing? I'm streaming today. It's a little bit of a bonus stream. I'm usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but this week's kind of crazy. Got a bad headache yesterday, so this is sort of the makeup. Let's jump back in. I want to play some Genesis sometime soon, too. There will be Genesis. There will be Genesis. That was one of those songs. I'm like, I'm buying groceries. Why am I hearing this song right now? Why is this song everywhere? She will be loved? Like, what are we even doing here? All right. Hit points. We're doing good. Everybody, Bowl has got a few missing. Well, we just saved. I think we're good. Maybe we'll get him a little bite to eat. Take him down to the bakery. He's just hungry. Now that we have a buddy, what does this change for us? We've got one more in the gang here. I don't know how much more I'll play, but I thought I could get at least a little more. Tell you what, if things go south, maybe we'll fire up the Genesis for another couple minutes. This town is still all blue and zombified. What can we do? I'm gonna get Bowl a little snack here. Maybe a bread roll for Bowl. So we're also going to need that eraser again, I guess, whatever that, we might need to at some point go pay another visit to Apple Kid. Maybe he's had some progress. Wait, what? I don't know. We just crawled out of that hole, didn't we?
Dorks. They look like a couple of dorks.
Doo. By the way, I got the cat in the background. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah. There she is. Still sleeping. A sleepy girl. Oh. Oh my god, she moved a teensy bit. Gotta be careful. I'm very close to knocking a water over. Yeah.
Shut up!
All right, so we've got an extra party member. I'm wondering what all that opens up for us. Wimpy little guy, so I can't open the door. You know, it's scary. I remember liking this sign. Thank you. All is well. Hint shop realization. That's great. Well, hello. We got the giant rift and then the ladder right next to it. We were here earlier. This is where we all met, the three of us, right? This is in that other dimension inside the hotel room where Jeff managed to crash land. There's some wild stuff happening in this game. Oh, that bass is tremendous. No problem here. Giant rift in the earth. Hey, buddy, you need a repair kit? What do you need? Get that vehicle rolling. Alright, here we go. I don't use Flash very often. Alright, well, here we go. Battling with all three. Feels good. Pick up that front row. I wonder if Bull isn't gonna have any PP. Is he more of just a machines man, you know? He's gotta meet Specchio, the god of war. This song is quite loud, isn't it? Yeah, compared to this, I haven't touched the sound. Even this one at its peak is like 10 decibels lower. Yeah, that's a really loud one, yeah. You know, sometimes if it's nice, it's meant to be played loud. At least good music is meant to be heard, at the very least. Just I say that and I look down at the volume notch, you know, got it up right now. With that being said, I think we can go, folks, I'm trying to keep you on fan update here. I think I can go down a level. You know how this can be a delicate thing in any workspace, home, whatever, apartment, insufficient AC. It's a really delicate matter trying to figure out how to use the fans and the windows, etc. I turned it down a single level and now the sound is very loud. Turn the fan down, you know? Good stuff. All right, that's enough. That's it for a fan watch, but we're just trying to get to the next town. I saw a ghost pop out earlier. Same ghost that, you know, got us in that situation in the room. Oh, hey, here's a couple ghosties. If we get ghosted out, will we have a similar crazy, you know, psychic peril? Okay, I'm not messing around with these fools. If I remember correctly, her spells weren't doing much against these guys. Let's see. Oh, well, Parv is possessed. No, sadly, no vent. Okay. It gets crazy if I shut the window in here. After playing for a while, I'll leave and come back in, and it's like it's funny. It's like you can walk in and just instantly feel the humidity, and I'm like, wow, that's me. That's great. Yikes. All right, here we go. Bash him. Goodbye, putrid moldy man.
Press start to play.
I really wish it had better ventilation, but yeah, it sucks. We're pretty close to neighbors as well, so if I open the window, I am either hearing a lot of stuff, or at times I do think I'm being heard, and it's not so much a like, oh, I don't want to be heard, as much as a like, oh, you know, when you're in the zone, I would rather it just be its own isolated thing, and, you know, like, I can also, like, it can take me out of it a bit, you know, things going on outside, or that feeling of like, oh, other people can hear what I say, then locally and not just through the stream, then there's it's kind of a psych out that happens as well too, you know. And I don't want to be a totally annoying neighbor, especially if I'm like screaming. Yeah, I did go ASMR, huh? All right, here we go, guys. Legend of Bowl ASMR. We've got, well, got ourselves a couple of no-good flies here. I don't want to use all of Par's PP, so we're going to be delicate with that, and we're going to hit the smelly ghost. And, well, I think it'll still hit someone even if we kill these no-good flies. Terrible odor. Wow. Parv's all ghosted. Bull's body solidified? Is that what I saw? Yikes. Get me the hell out of this battle. Maybe if we get to the hospital, we'll be okay. Hey, Dustin, welcome. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. That's the sound of our characters right now. Smelly ghost has got us against the ropes. And he's got a big old grin on his face. Jeez. Yeah, it's going so far so good. We just got Bowl, Jeff reunited with, well, you know, we got him to meet Parv and her. Ness and Paula. I should just change the names every time I say it. Yeah. Anyway, it was cool. That whole scenario it's fascinating. The magical ride as well, you know, flying over several territory. Like I saw a desert location among others. Taking a little UFO looking ride. Tessie, yes. I wanted to explore those woods a little bit more prior to, you know, when we met Tessie and took that ride. It's a very delightful game. Like I mean that. Like there's a lot of surprises, and I find them in most of them come to be positive ones, you know. Maybe if it doesn't initially seem that way or something, at least it's an interesting writing or you know. I mean, surprises are nice, right? Didn't see him coming. But not just surprises to like, you know, I don't know. We're not doing a whole lot of damage, huh? Yeah. There's different kind of surprises. There's a Hideo Kojima surprise, you know. The kind of surprises that come in the last, you know, 5 hours of a Final Fantasy game where it kind of goes, you're like, oh, what is going on right now? At least the first time through. I'm gonna see if we can get to the hospital and ditch this ghost. Don't love this situation. Having a ghost here. Let's keep Paula in the game. So glad we got to see Tessie for just a bit. Sorry you missed it, yeah. Oh man, you know, I've been on a bit of a Genesis learning kick recently because I got one not too long ago for my birthday, and you know, it's been, I shouldn't say not too long ago at this point, it's been a little while. Got it for the birthday, and since then I've been on a big just kick, just want to learn everything I can, and there's some great videos from, I think I put the link in the other day, but like a Classic Gaming Quarterly, I believe is the name of the YouTube channel, and they've done some videos that are like Sega Genesis launch and everything in '89, Sega Genesis 1990. There's others too, Super NES like that, you know, for the launch, and then for a year or two into its, and then just covering, you know, the releases for that year. And yeah, it's a fun format, and seeing these like Genesis games from 89, 90 and stuff, it's a trip. It's interesting to see how that system evolved, because I certainly, by the time I'm like, you know, more aware of it, it's like, it's a little more established. Sonic 2 was at least a thing already. And like, you know, like I'm going back and playing the first one, and yeah, you know, like Sonic was I was playing Mario before I ever got to Sonic, of course, and yeah, some of those original Genesis games, yeah, they're kind of strange, and some of it too is the product of it. I was learning as a product of it being a similar architecture to one of their arcade platforms. So right off the bat, there were a lot of arcade ports they could do, because of course, like, you know, that was Sega's bread and butter. You know, and I think, you know, getting a lot of those ports in, it's interesting, yeah. Oh, Ichigo, that's too bad, because I feel like that's one of those things that when people, like on paper, it's a portable Genesis. Yes, please, you know, I'll take that.
I love the vibes here, dude.
On paper, it should be a grand slam, you know? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, let me get one of those videos. Give me a second and I'll get you guys one. I think I was working on like the second calendar year of the Genesis. I think is like where I had made it to. Do. 1 second. Yeah, I was in 1990. You can catch the launch of the system too. I'll shoot that one in too, or I think from this you should be able to find it through the channel. But yeah, there's one prior to this that's about the launch of the Genesis, and it does a good job of explaining like previous Sega systems. We were talking about this stuff recently, and how, you know, you just didn't really see Master System and stuff like that. Oh. Hopefully it goes where everybody can see it if they want to. But yeah, that's like the one that I was watching today. I'll have to go back a little further to find the other one. But there's one for, you could type in Sega Genesis in 1990, or rather 1989. Classic Gaming Quarterly. You get the same thing. Either way, it's sweet. They're well done videos, and yeah, it's fun because it'll cover the launch of them. One of the things that he mentioned in the video, which I thought was a surprise, is yeah, there wasn't a sports release, at least for North American markets, And I think he's covering both. But there wasn't a sports release until like quite late in the year, till like August or something. He even meant to call it out. Like, you know, this might come as a surprise, but it was like some basketball game. I didn't recognize it. He was saying he still recommended Double Dribble. Yeah. And said Double Dribble was still the game to play at that, like, for those first couple Genesis basketball games. Or at least compared to those, you know. Yeah. That's sweet, Dustin, yeah. Ichigo said about the Nomad, D-pad was very nice. Hey, you know, I like a Genesis D-pad. They're pretty sweet. Where's the hospital? I'm just walking and talking right now, sorry. That's so cool, Dustin. Yeah, how are you liking that Master System? I was mentioning this the other day, but yeah, I was at a party in college and this guy busted out a Master System. And I had no idea what I was looking at. And, but I was like, oh my God. I don't understand what is happening right now. What is this? I couldn't comprehend it. All right. I was thinking the same thing. Well, that's the thing. He put some game on, and it, you know, didn't help. I'm sure the graphics were amazing, but there was a level of double vision at this point in the night. Dude. Belch, that's a gross twisted name, even for a monster. Oh, sorry, I need to focus and get myself over to the hospital. Keep forgetting. And that's all me. I see it, lower level. Where are we now? Hello, butterfly, come here. That's sweet that you got the box, and there's a Pong game, something else built into it. And yeah, $35 in the box sounds like someone didn't know what they had, right? I don't know. That's crazy. That's funny. Yeah, they had some light gun game when I played it, and you know, I'm curious about this too. Let me check this real quick, because this might have been a different night. But Clax was also played that evening, and I'm seeing now that I think it is available for the Sega Master System. And I remember us all just cracking up at the intro, where it's like, it is the 90s, and there is time for Clax. K-L-A-X, capital A, K-L-A-X. Are you guys familiar with this one? It's a crazy little puzzle game that's like, it looks like a factory kind of, and there's colored pieces, tiles coming down, and then you're basically like, it's hard to explain, but yeah, the colored pieces are coming, and it's got a very interesting isometric view, so you're seeing, it's a very visually stunning game to even to see being played. So yeah, these guys, they were busting out the heavy hitters, you know, the Sega Master System light gun game. It was time for Clax as well. It does, yes, that's a good description, Dustin. Yeah, definitely. So it's for Genesis too. I was thinking of it because that's why I was like, hold up, like, no, what? I had forgotten that it was for, it had been for a few systems, and that's covered in that link I just posted. It was on a few systems. Yeah, that's cool, NES. That's awesome. Come here, butterfly. I'm just gonna walk around and talk about clacks. Claxing it up. Fantasy Star seems really interesting. Yeah. And I was just learning a little bit about 2 today in that link. And I think it was in that one that I learned it was like $70, I believe, the first Phantasy Star release. Purchased in North America, I think was $70. Yeah. Well, you know, you're getting more game for your buck. I like the evil tent down there. Jeez. Gotta check that stuff out soon. I should get to this hospital, though. Maybe that healer can help us. It's not this level. This hospital, I miss it every time. It helps if I don't look down for a sound effect. I'm stronger than a zombie, but a bunch of zombies ganged up on me. Hello. I wonder if the healer can help us out. Purify. Fudge me. Well, we're good now. Yep, we got the right one. I was afraid that I... Okay. That dialogue box came quickly. I just got an accidental tap in. No thanks. All right, we're good. We're purified. It's crazy what all you got with the, you know, purchasing this game in North America. So I'm wondering, like, when they did the stink that this game stinks, I wasn't even thinking about the connection between that and those scratch and sniff stickers. That makes sense. I knew that there were scratch and sniff stickers, but yeah. Couldn't remember, like, the ad, and I tried to avoid the stuff once I started playing the game.
Oh, Jesus, what's that smell, man?
Yeah. You know, I was surprised when I was a kid, like middle school or something. I was telling the story about going to the secondhand game store in my town and trying to buy some RPGs, and they were all, you know, more expensive than a current, like I think 64 was the current gen at that time, and I was like it was just a bit of a, I didn't know that was a thing until that point, because some of those games you're not really seeing on some of the big retailer shelves. Oh, here we go. Camera's gone once again. Damn. Well, maybe I need to take this thing and clean it out a bit. Maybe it's just getting hot in here. All right, Legend of Bowl. Here we go once again. Give me 1 second. We can go rep tight. Hey! Looks great with the Legend of Bowl logo on top. Good stuff. Yeah. It was quiet. It was close, yeah. See, I wish I had this going, you know? Aspirational. Yeah, also cool. Love Scala. Queen Zeal, you know, she had it going on for a little bit, didn't she? Yeah, and then, well, it all came crashing down. I'm glad I keep some of these old elements in here. Maybe this is why this program crashes sometimes, you know? It's good. You never know when you're going to need this stuff. Yeah, or... Well... That's the thing, you know. Some people are into that, right? You know. Is there a king zeal? Queen zeal? All right, let's see. What can we do? I guess that's what Dalton's shooting for. All right, let's see. That would make sense, yeah. I think maybe at some point I knew that. There we are. Hey, Jeff. You could have faded in nicely or something. That was a really rude entrance. Try it again.
Give me a hell yeah!
All right, thank you guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. All right, we're purified. Maybe I should save. I'm clearly, you know, this is some great gaming here, as you can all see. I'm getting tired. Maybe I should save and yeah, wrap it up while I still have energy. Hold on. Let's at least get to the hotel. That's what I figured, yeah, after he's gone, like, she is then already starting to lose it. And then, of course, the Prophet comes in and really just, I guess that's even towards, not that far, you know, before the events of the beginning of the game or whatever. But yeah, Prophet comes in and tells her what she wants to hear, or, you know, you can be more powerful, da-da-da, this or that's gonna happen. Yeah, it's such a fascinating story. I really enjoyed. I knew it decently before this last playthrough I just finished a month or two ago, but I paid a lot more attention, and I did a little reading too, just to get a very surface level of like a connection between Trigger and Cross as well, which I you know, I'd only played. I did buy Cross, and I didn't take to it. You know, I think that's kind of a common. I think I'd enjoy it now playing. Honestly, I think but at the time I was like, you know, busy with other stuff. I was, I don't know what's going on with this game. At a certain point, I think I got a little stuck or bored. I'm not sure, but didn't feel compelled to go look up a walkthrough, I guess, you know. Yeah, but I feel like I'm ready for it now. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, that makes sense. And, you know, Trigger feels very... There are loose ends, but Trigger can end on those loose ends. And, you know, it's like not knowing where Scala is, you know, having a sense that she's been absorbed by Lavos, which I guess is the, you know, that's like ties into the Dream Devourer thing. Like, again, I just read like a little surface bit of it, but I'd like to play that sometime. Yeah. Mistakes were made in that timeline. Oh, you know what? We haven't popped into the circus since we got our buddy back, so let me check that again real quick. Hello. Quick fight. Handsome Tom and then Trick or Treat Kid. Love it. Oh, hello. Bull, I need you to stay in the game. Oh, nice. Don't you love that sound? I gotta get that. that smash there. I wonder if it's the same thing used for the NES game. It sounded quite old school. All right, I know I just saved. I may do it again. I think I should start getting towards wrapping it up. Sorry, guys. I'm a little spent tonight. That's cool. Got 2 in a row. I'm going to try to be back tomorrow as well. So we'll... This is going to be funny without the cam. Finishing up. All right, let me talk to this. Call Dad. Close to some level up, too. All right. Hey, this was a good one, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We've got our 3 characters united. I don't know where they're supposed to go right now, but I want to check the circus. Let me see my notes here. I wrote some stuff about the Skyrunner. I know that I wrote that there's like an eraser and a pencil, but that was back in Winters. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying this game. Good stuff. All right, guys, let me go to the schedule. I have no camera. This is going to look weird, but... Hey, I'm usually here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This week's a weird one. I'm not going to be here Friday, so I'll try to be here tomorrow and maybe get a bonus one in Thursday. Just got to squeeze them in. Got some family coming in town for a bit, so I'm going to be taking a little time off. Let's get at least one more stream in this week. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. I'll play a couple sounds for you and do a quick little montage, a little collage. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Yeah, thanks for chilling. This was a good one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for being in the chat. Yeah. I'm glad you could come by too, Dustin. Yeah, that goes for everybody. Yeah, appreciate you guys coming through. Adios. Have a good night. Let me see if anybody's streaming right now. I may have to raid and run. I got to help my wife get these groceries in a second. Let's see what's up. All right, if I can do the raid, I'll do it. All right, let me get here, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Have a good night. Adios. Thanks again.
Goodbye.
Thank you!
Untimely death.
Good night, everybody. Thanks a lot.
Bingo. Bye-bye.
I hope you've all enjoyed our program this morning.
Nothing comes between you and the game. Nothing comes between you and the game. Ass!
Ass! It blows my mind. It's like, what were they thinking?
I've been high for like 18 hours in a row.
I blew my mind.
I guess I did something to piss off the Instagram gods.
God, this is annoying. I can't leave Slippy hanging.
Are the teleprompters not working, sir? Not even a little bit.
You want some of this, bro? You are a stinky piece of garbage.
Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Nothing is more important than the simple act of people getting together.
Come on, fellas, you're losing your heads.
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake for Mario.